Good morning, everyone. It is, no, I was about to say dinner time. It is breakfast time. So, 6-egg omelette, cheese, chicken breast, coffee, and iron. That's my breakfast. Now, I need to read a comment to you guys. You're gonna laugh. I don't know if this is a hater or if it's spam, or, well, spam will go with the word. So there's a lady commented on my last video saying, you should be a sperm donor. Your sperm would be in high demand. You can make a lot of money with your premium pure DNA. You could give pretty much any woman a beautiful child or baby. Consider it. What? I mean, honestly, I didn't make that up. I also did delete that comment because I thought it is hilarious. It is what it is, right? Some people are just nuts and we can't do anything about it. By the way, thank you guys for 17,000 subscribers. I'm really happy with, you know, the way our channel is growing. I think it's just crazy what's going on. I also figure out that sometimes if you don't focus too much on it, things start happening. You know, like focusing on something is very important, but focusing on it by, you know, like just staring at it and not thinking about anything, like, you know, hoping, not doing anything, then nothing's gonna happen. So, I mean, obviously I'm doing by uploading a video every day. And so this week I haven't been good with my diet, guys. I do need to tell you that. I had a couple of times I had some ice cream, I had a pizza, yeah, I had loads of stuff. But to be fair, you know, I didn't gain like massive weight. I just feel a bit like that. So today is my 5th day in the gym. I'm gonna hit it hard again. It's leg day. Just gonna get back on it. You know, this is the thing, guys. When stuff like, you know, I always say that when stuff like that happens, so if you feel like you're not fully on track like I'm right now, and I'm very good with my diet normally, then instead of crying like, oh my god, it didn't work out. Shut up, bitch. Get back on it. You know, it's simple as that. Just forget what happened, because you can't change it anyway, and just look forward and say, as of now, I'm changing it. And not like, because today is Saturday, right? Yeah, today's Saturday. And I could say, well, you know, I'll start on Monday. You know that, right? You know that saying. I'm gonna start on Monday. Or you're gonna do it Saturday, today, and tomorrow. Like, yeah, let's work on food, like crazy. Don't do this shit, guys. If you've got something, you want it, go after it. I know someone else said that, but it sounded good. Time to go. So guys, I'm gonna go to work. RoboCop is on the way to work. There you go. You like the outfit? Oh, I like it. You can still see the moon up there, guys, somewhere. Oh, at least I can. All right. So I told you about my glasses being replaced, and I got them replaced for free. I actually don't know why that happened, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm quite happy. Thing is, I was carrying them without a case and then they broke, so yeah. But you know, they're polarized glasses and that's really cool. But yeah, let's catch a bus now. Alright guys, I'm in the changing room, as you can see, and I'm using this locker which is like full with my stuff. There's also stuff like the testing stuff I use, but they should have actually sorted out soon. So yeah, today's the legs, and I might do some acrobatic stuff. I want to do some handstands, so let's do it. gym. I had a client in the morning, we did the measurements, everything cool. I did my fucking leg session, which are, you know, really hurting now, and a bit of handstand training, which I figured out I need to do more of. And now I'm gonna see a friend, and we're gonna go actually to the cinema the third time this week. I'm not sure what we were watching, but there are so many good films out. So really looking forward to that. Give it a guess what we're watching. Leave a comment box below if you know. And then I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm like in a lift, you know, you can see this. And it's a really old school lift. Like you're gonna see when the door's gonna open. Sometimes the door doesn't open, it's like, you know, it's getting stuck and you feel like, you know, anxious and like, oh my god, I can't get out of the freaking elevator. So I hope we'll open this time around. Just picking up my friend. Let's see if it works. Abracadabra, open the door. Let's try this again. Here you go. This is coffee and chocolate, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate and coffee mix. A little treat on a Saturday. Dinner time! That's basically, I don't know, is that four chicken? That should actually only be 2. And a bit of cheese and beef patties. And, you know, this one is sharing, not just me. Thank you. Guys, this is chocolate, all of this. It's amazing.
Printing your tickets now.
Alright. Just got home. And the film was so freaking funny, guys. Can't believe it. I laughed so hard. I don't know. I really don't fucking know the name of the freaking film. But it doesn't matter. It's a funny film. It's 2 guys. The girl who plays Wonder Woman is in that film. If you know the name of the film, leave the comment box below. It would be awesome. Anyway, it was a blessing. You know, I like going and watching also like comedy and stuff to, you know, get your head off things, and you know, you really switch off when you watch films, and that's why I do that, especially cinemas, because, you know, it's a bit of an event as well. And I need to do the washing. I mean, definitely need to do the freaking washing. I'm gonna answer a question from P-Dove, and he's asking, I thought it was bad to stretch before your workouts. I always thought you have to do it after. Am I completely wrong with it? So generally speaking, when we talk about stretching before exercise and after exercise, there's a very simple rule. Static stretching is not to do before exercise, and there's a very good reason for this. If this is our muscle fibers, and when we go into, and if we zoom into the muscle, there's something called actin and myosin, which are these 2 things that connect within the muscle, and they move while you contract. So when your biceps, you know, when you do that, your muscle fibers contract and go back and forth. Now, when you stretch, you know, you just think of your muscle stretching and you pull your muscle fibers apart. Now, when you do sort of a static stretch, means that your muscle gets stretched to a certain point and stays there. It doesn't go back to the point when you just started stretching. Meaning you're not in the best position of now starting speed training and, you know, maximum power training, because your muscle fibers are at the very end where they sort of just about overlap. Now, when you do something, when you want a heavy lift, you want to make sure that your muscle fibers overlap even a bit more, that they then can contract and extract the most power of the muscle, if that makes sense. So that's why doing these extreme stretches before your workouts is not recommended, because it actually increases injury risk. But the other way around, if you do something like an easy stretch, which means you stretch to the first pain point, just slightly easy, let's say for 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, hold 10 seconds, that's fine. And then you go into something called dynamic stretching, which means you mimic kind of the movement pattern you're going to be doing. So you're going to be doing squatting or lunging, and while you do a lunge, you're already stretching your quads and hamstrings by doing lunges. So you basically perform the movement you're going to be doing. And after that, you go into ballistic stretching, which is like leg swings. So you swing forward, backward, side to side. And then the last thing you do, because now you've sort of stretched your muscle out, now you do sort of a bit of sprinting on the spot, punching, something like that. You know, you try to do little speed speed techniques to get the muscle back together, and that's fine, you know, because you haven't been doing like extreme stretching, and then you're actually better positioned for your actual strength training if you wouldn't have had this stretching sort of routine, which I just talked about, done at all. So doing that kind of stretching, like I said, these couple of points, you do easy stretch first, dynamic stretching, meaning you mimic the actual movement, ballistic, you swing your legs around, and then you do sort of a bit of speed, like fast sprints on the spot, just to get the muscle fibers back together, and then you're sort of really ready to go. And then once you've finished your workout, then you go into the actual static stretching, where you hold them up to 30 seconds each side. Whatever you want to do, you can do it 2 to 3 times, and then you're sort of set to go. Now, why do you do that after a workout? Because if you do a very hard, let's say, weighted workout, basically it doesn't really matter what muscle you worked out. What you actually did, the muscle fibers, because they've been contracting all the time, they're very tight together. They're like that. So what you're basically doing by the static stretching, the 30 seconds, you're pulling them apart sort of back to the length where they should be, and it's sort of making sure that you don't create muscle imbalances in your body. It is a process which will take time to create muscle imbalances, meaning it's not just if you miss one day stretching, it's not a big deal. But if you, let's say, do bench press all the time, every day, and you know you see that your chest is growing and everything is good, you get these rounded shoulders, you know, they fall to the front. So from here, if you do chest all the time, it will pull your shoulders to the front like that. It's just because this muscle will get shorter, the chest will pull your shoulder to the front. So that's why you do want to make sure to stretch that back out. If you keep forgetting that, you see the guys in the gym, and I just lost my hairband. That's why you see the guys in the gym having these bodies where they're like, you know, they're very rounded if they don't focus on, let's say, the same amount of back work they should be doing, let's say, you know, like cable rows, T-bar rows, stuff like that, to get sort of, you know, your shoulder into the optimal position. But yeah, long story short, stretching is important. You just need to know which one you do before and after, and I hope this you know, helped you. Alright guys, this is it for today. Thanks for watching. You know what's coming. Punch the like button, punch the subscribe button. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, so I'm in Costa now, and I actually met with this food delivery company, and they gave me some sample ones. So this is breakfast. It's like egg and beef stuff. Then we have, I think, some noodles. It's beef lasagna. And this one is chicken